what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I put together this little etude so you can work on this hill country slap. That's basically the technique, and I'm gonna walk you through it because it's really hard to see what the hand is doing. So I'm gonna zoom in real close so you can actually see like what's going on in the hand when people are doing that type of hill country style percussion. So all this action is going on the right hand. Like I'm just holding an A chord here, and we're gonna start with just doing a single bass note. And the main motion that you gotta learn is doing this. And then also getting the fingers back down to do that second pluck. Okay, on the right hand here, you can see that it just goes, the fingers are going down and then kind of coming back up and grabbing those same two strings. So the way that you do that is kind of keep your hand in this kind of claw shape. Okay, we don't want it to be fingers out too much. We need it to be fingernails that way and then up with the fingertips. Okay, so that's the first thing. Those two strings with these two fingers. Sometimes we'll use three fingers. And then with two fingers, it sounds a little bit different. You're gonna hear less of this note. Okay, hear the difference? 3, 2. 3, 2. Okay, so you're hearing, just these two strings with that backhand, or if you use 3, you're hearing that note on the top. It almost feels like, in a way, that you're kind of strumming down, but keeping your hand in this claw shape. And the most important thing is, once you've done that, you've got to be able to come back up and grab those strings again. Okay, so starting it, trying this. Let's go real slow. We'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. And. Now to add that into the groove, we're going to do like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. That lines the hits, these kind of percussive style hits on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And. Now you can kind of hear that I'm doing almost like a stutter type effect. That's all coming with the left hand. If I didn't do anything with the left hand but just squeeze down, it'd sound like this. Which is still pretty cool. But if you start getting this action in, it's kind of like the pinch and release technique. So I'm kind of releasing. On the kind of up pluck. Slap, release left hand. Once you can do that on the A string like this. Then try to start to see if you can maybe alternate the bass. So like this. Fun. Once you can do that, just do the same kind of thing that you were just doing, but now we can switch chords. Let's switch to an E, and I thought it sounded cool to actually do the bass almost flipped in reverse to do B, E, B, E, B, E, B, E, then A, E, A, E. Over the E chord, it'd be like this. E. Same thing on D. This time we're going to change our right hand string set to top 4 strings, and the alternating bass is going to go here. So we go here. Okay, now there actually you could hear it. I kept these 3 fingers on the string set 1, 2, 3, and it gives a different kind of sound. Versus. And you can play around with that and kind of mix it together. So mess around with it. You don't have to keep the order exactly the same in the chords. Mainly I just wanted to show you this technique and get you a way to kind of start practicing it. More Hill Country Blues slap, it's fun. So when I play this, I like to play it kind of fast because it has this real energetic groove to it that it feels really fun to play at that speed. I think I'm playing it about this speed, which is 220. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's pretty fast. I actually might even bump it up higher from there, but I want to play it real slow for y'all so you can try to play along with the tabs on the screen. Let's slow it all the way down to half of that. So this is at 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, A, back to E, A, and then if you wanted to kind of keep grooving on it, just do that whole cycle over again. Now I want to say this style of percussion is not super easy. If you haven't done it before, it's going to feel really awkward and it's not going to be something that you just pick up in one day. So the way to really kind of practice it is at first just try if you can do just real small steps like this. So thumb and then that fingers backwards. And then once that kind of feels a little bit better, see if you can do that upward pluck. Okay, since if you're just working on the mechanics for this at first, meaning like you've never done this before and you're trying to get your body to kind of do the work, you're trying to get your body to do the right motions, try to practice this with a metronome. You want to program it in right from the very beginning, this rhythm with this type of movement. I'm not playing it this way, but if you wanted to add even more slap, you could add your thumb to make more slap with this backhand rake. Make this motion kind of feel like this. So see how I'm kind of moving my wrist? In slow motion, it looks like that. I'm wrist turning and then I'm also pushing my hand down like that. But there's this wrist turn in there, it's real quick. And that's what kind of makes that sound. Okay, if you want to make that sound even bigger, or you want to make the slap harder, then you just, still with that wrist turn, you want to slap that thumb down on the A string or the E string. Okay, notice there, if I do it really slow, I've turned this angle. See how it's this motion. It's kind of, you're turning like a key almost. When I'm teaching this in my private lessons, most people when they start, they will do way too much motion. And although you can kind of get the sound there, obviously that's not very efficient. Eventually you want it to be. So you can see with my hand, you can almost barely see what's going on. I'm trying to keep the motion, I've practiced keeping the motion really, really small. And that helps with the motion. So once you can kind of start to get it, make sure that you're not overdoing the motion. But at first, you've got to kind of force the mechanics, so it's okay to have bigger motions. But as you get better, bring those motions in so that they're much tighter, much smaller. Okay, very small motions. Even if I'm playing really aggressively, really loud. You can see that the motion is still really, really small. Take your time on this, have fun with it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.